Oh, I just got up. And I feel like son of Eddie Munster. Beautiful views up here though. Very nice. Today we're heading up to highways up there. And tent's held up fine. Weren't too bad. Woke up to a nice frost this morning. Beer went down quite well last night. I was going to save a can for tonight, but we've had that as well. Never mind. We're going to take a walk around this morning, or we're going to pack up and head on straight after we've had a nice coffee. Look at the state of that. Which is hilarious because I had the same thing about 10 minutes ago. So there he is, just crouching down, and the people are literally like, it's 12 o'clock. We're about to pack up our tents and mosey on. For once, that's right, Aaron's nearly done. A few miles to go, we'll have another break I think. But for now, let's get them down and get off. Oh, look, oh my God, waiting again. This has become a natural thing. I'm not even going to let him defend himself. It's just become a natural thing, hasn't it? Well, anyway, there we are. Leave no trace, that's where we was camped last night, there and there. So, all good. We're going to mosey on now to High Race. Yep. And then we're going to try and make our way down to a certain place which we don't know if we'll get to, but it's worth saying. Tarn. I just don't think we'll get there, but you know. Oh. Never takes me seriously, does he? If you want to dish it out, you gotta make sure you can take it. If you want to dish it out, you gotta make sure you can take it. So we're just heading off up to High Race. Phil's gone off on his own little adventure because he don't believe in following footpaths. He likes to just go wherever he wants. I'm on the path, listening to a bit of Joe Rogan, heading up High Race in these absolutely stunning conditions. We've been lucky this weekend, really lucky. Although it has been quite boggy in places. I had a near miss yesterday, but it didn't go over my boot, which was good. So up to High Race, then we're gonna have a look and see where we go from there. I think it might be another fairly big day today. Last time we'd done the coast to coast, these stones actually weren't down, so this is, it's kind of weird for Aaron and I that only in less than a year they've managed to pave up all this. So respect to all those labourers for coming up and spending some time and actually laying a path. I think this is due to the fact that the coast to coast has become a national trail now. So anyway, let's go. Walking down into the valley towards Black Moss Pot. As you can see, the views are absolutely breathtaking until this specimen. What a day. Stop here for a sec, bring back a few memories from C2C. I believe Aaron is going to take a photo of where I took a photo of him on the trip. So Aaron's just decided he's remembered the descent down here, and believe me, it's not a nice descent. So we're going to be going down roughly just around the corner and then cutting across to Black Moss, or working our way up to Black Moss. How you feeling after that?
Yeah, good man, knees are gone.
It's always a nice climb, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite hairy with a lot of weight on your back, isn't it?
Yeah, not good. Oh, it's bringing back some memories, this is. We have to dip our feet in the river again.
We're going in the fucking pool, I think. Should I do like a Baywatch, take the piss thing and just flick my hair up like that?
No, because you've got...
Actually, I
No,
do a dick.
no, you've got curly pube hair. I don't want that kind of stuff flicking up at me. It's disgusting.
Just jealous.
Oh, right, yeah, I wish I had a pube head.
Welcome to Middle Earth.
Ignore him, just look at the clouds. There's no clouds. There's clouds.
Doing a video, mate.
Wait a second.
How you doing?
Oh, I was listening to music. I was listening to Justin Bieber, sorry.
Justin Bieber? I thought you were more of a Gary Glitter kind of guy, or R. Kelly. The last 2 hours coming down from the top of this valley all the way down here to then go around, and we're heading up to Black Moss Pot, which is just up here, then eventually Tarn, which is that little range over there you can see. So plenty of walking left today.
Hang on, mate, it's just for you. That's fucking 60 seconds. Fucking do.
It's just making yourself stay in there for that 60 seconds.
I know.
The body's like, yeah.
It's like that, it makes my toes curl.
Yeah. Question is, are they fly campers? Yeah, them ones come now as well. Yeah, they're going to get lost with them. We're going up here, and we've just come from there, but we've come all the way from high raise today down the coast to coast path actually, then jumped onto the Cumbrian Way, or Cambrian Way, however you pronounce it, and we're now heading along that up to Angle Tarn, and that's going to be our destination for this evening. Mega though, mega. Hey babe, this one's just for you, because I know you're going to recognise this spot in a minute by this tree. So here it is. There it is, the famous tree. So me and Phil are going to camp at the same spot that we did a couple of years ago. Pretty much following the same route up there, so yeah, not bad.
Billy Wuss, right in the middle of nowhere, son. You alright? Do you want me to go and find you a pansy or something to help you across? Really? Right, one massive trail done, and now I've just got to go up the left hand side. Oh, I love you, Aaron, you're such a little twat bag. As much as I love coming downhill, we've got to go uphill, but then when you've got a hill on top of a hill, it's going to be like, what's the word, fake summits all the time. I can see it. Thank you, Aaron. He's miles ahead.
Tonight's pitch.
It's my hotel.
Aye.
It's my hotel for the night, is it? I've just climbed all the way up here, and this is my hotel for the night, is it? There's the freaking ensuite.
Got bored of waiting for him. Right, so I suppose I'd better run through what we've done the past couple of days. So we started off here, so we parked up here Thursday night, slept in the cars. Friday morning, we weren't up bright and early, we were probably on the trail for about 9 AM because we took it easy, and I didn't sleep much at all. I probably had 2 hours sleep. We headed through Seathwaite farm all the way up here. Now this bit's quite easy going up until you get sort of somewhere here near Stockley Bridge, and then it sort of ramps up a little bit, and this has taken a few victims along here over the years of my friends. They found this bit really quite hard. Phil was fine. This is Sprinkling Tarn, and this is where I slept with a friend from work a couple of weeks ago.
That don't sound right.
No, it doesn't, does it?
I'll edit it, don't worry.
Yeah, cut that one out. Yeah. We weren't doing any bumming or anything. Anyway, so we got up to Sprinkling Tarn, and then we headed over, and we were supposed to come down to Angle Tarn, except I decided to take a detour and send me and Phil up Esk-House or whatever the fuck you want to call it, up Esk Pike. So we did a bit of a lovely detour here, and then we came down to Angle Tarn because I've not done Esk Pike before and I wanted to do it. Then from Angle Tarn we headed down here. Now this path here is boggy as hell. It really is. I wouldn't do it wearing trainers because you'll have wet feet, but even now, and you know, it's going into the summer period, it's still really boggy, so I'd probably wait until July, August for this to dry out a bit, really. Then we came along here, and then we got to, I think they're called, I think it might have been, yeah, it might have been either the High White Stones or somewhere near there, and we plopped ourselves down there for the night. So that was last night's camp, and the view from there is absolutely incredible. I mean, you're looking out over all of this.
Windermere.
You can see Grasmere, the whole lot. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. You get 360-degree views from there. I mean, high rays would probably be even better because you'd see everything.
I think you see Windermere.
No, it's Grasmere, mate. I've got the map in front of me.
Yeah, I'm still not believing you.
Anyway, yeah, so from there, this morning, we headed up the rest of the way to High Rays, along from High Rays, down to here, to the coast-to-coast path, and then we headed along that path, down the valley, towards Seathwaite. Now this path here, I forgot how bad it was coming down. Going up, it was quite hard, but going down, Christ, I think it took us 2 hours to go from High Rays down towards the Cumbria Way via the coast-to-coast path, and then here we branched off onto the Cumbria Way and followed that along here to a place called Black Moss Pot. Now this spot here is fantastic if you want to go for a swim, have a picnic. Really picturesque. You're in the depths of the valley. Look at the contour lines there. You can see how steep it is, but you've got a beautiful view all the way up the valley then. So me and Phil went wild swimming round here. I just like to call it swimming, but anyway. Freshened up, had some lunch, and then we cracked on up this path here. And this path takes you all the way up towards Tarn. And what you do is you follow, we followed the opposite side of the river here for a while, and then we ended up crossing near, I would say it was Trade Dub, and then hooking around, and then went back over the river again and up towards Tarn. Now, I'm making light of this because this is probably, I would say, some of the hardest walking around here, because there is no real trail. It's steep as a mofo, and it's just endless. I mean, I remember getting to about here and looking up and going, fuck, is this ever going to end? Because you've got lots of false summits as well, so you can't really see clearly where you're going until possibly the last 100 metres. And then it opens out and you're at Tarn. I filled me water up there. Waited 15 minutes for Phil to turn up. He didn't. So then I headed up the path towards towards Allen Crags, and I placed my tent here. Waited for Phil, gave him a wave, and he's pitched up next to me now, so we're here. So tomorrow morning we've got a really easy route back to the car, the way we came. I say really easy, this will still take its toll on your knees coming back down, but yeah, it's not too far. It's quite a straightforward route. And that's the end of our little Lake District adventure.
Dinner, another pork, but this time I've got some pepper sauce with it. Oh, I can't wait to tuck it in. Oh, lovely. This is our second night, and I hope it's going to be a good one, because I'm still in the gossamer gear. So let's just hope that the wind
blows it down.
Doesn't blow it down, Aaron. But I will make sure that Aaron gets thrown straight out of his tent and down the hill.
Have you told them how much you've bitched today?
Ending the vlog here. Right, just lying just up from Mangle Town. We've had a great little trek, but we are getting our heads down because we're both absolutely wasted. We've had a nice bit of dinner. That's it. We're going to get our heads down. We've got early start in the morning because we've got a 5-hour drive home. Not only have we got 2 hours to get back to the car, then a 5-hour drive home, so it's going to be pretty quick. It's going to leave quite quick. So, talking to you from the Gossamer Gear 1, I'm saying goodbye.
Sleep really well tonight because this will be the one and only time that I have on this whole trip.
Yeah, it's been a bad week for sleeping.
Yeah.
Gossamer, please stay up for tonight, at least. Night, night. Morning. Oh, let's watch the sunrise, shall we? Right, I've got quite a bit of a tan on my face.
My face has been ravaged over the last few days.
Oh, his face has been ravaged. He's lost his beauty. Right, we are packing up now. We've just had a nice coffee. We're not going to do no shots of food because after a while it gets a bit boring for the viewer. So we're going to pack all our shizzle up, get it all in a kit, and head off. Going back to the cars now, so that means going up the mountain to go back down the mountain, and that's it. So let's get packed up. So this is the Gossamer Gear 1 in some nasty winds last night. Well, it weren't too nasty, it was okay, but it could have got stronger, so I took the risk in trying it out. Seemed okay. Nordisk, not looking too bad either. How you feeling today, brother? I don't know if they're going to hear that because of the wind.
I look forward to getting back to the car. And have a big fat dirty table.
Oh, that's it. Aaron and I done again. Leaving no trace except for my sticks. It's my little last spot. Right. Onwards and upwards.
So we've just left camp. It's about 7:45 now. And going about 10 minutes. Phil's just stormed off ahead of me, so I had to take a layer off. Tit! And I'm going to catch him up now. Give him a beast in on this lovely uphill slog. And I mean, it literally is just straight up to the top of there. And then plain sailing back to the car, really. It's just downhill descent, which I actually prefer going uphill than coming down because I find it's a bit hard on my knees coming down when you're doing it for a long time. But oh well, let's get back to the car and head home. Been a cracking weekend. The weather's been beautiful. The temperature's perfect for trekking in. Not too hot, not too cold, and not a lot of wind either. So all in all, absolutely cracking adventure. I think Phil's broken though.
Guarantee you can't hear us right now. But we're on the way back down to the car, so we've got a little bit of a hike, so we can head on down towards the car again now. So see me back there. Woo! Yeah, sometimes I wonder about you.
So that's Angle Tarn to Seathwaite in just under an hour and a half, which isn't too bad. Now we just probably got about half a mile back to the car. And that's it. It's been a cracking trip. Been spoilt by the weather. I think I made the perfect footwear choice for this one because the ground's that rocky. Trail shoes, light boots just don't give you the protection you need. I mean, Phil's got some new Hokas on, which are lovely looking boots, but the rocks have taken their toll on his feet. Whereas I've got my Scarpas on, which are a flexible B2, I would class them as. They're called the Rebel Lights, so they're more for trekking rather than full-on mountaineering. But they serve me really well, and I just add that this fad with wearing fucking trail running shoes whilst hiking, yeah, great if you're not carrying anything or you've got a really light pack and you're sticking to well-maintained trails. But if you're going bushwhacking or on the rocky stuff in the lakes over a couple of days carrying any sort of weight, don't listen to the idiots. Wear proper boots, because otherwise your feet are just going to get smashed to bits. Trust me, I know, because I did it on the coast to coast. I wore blinking trainers, the Ultra Lone Peaks. I'd run 14 miles in them, thought, yeah, they're great. Day 2 into the coast to coast after the Lake District, I was in pieces, and that was me for the rest of the journey. So if I'd worn the Hokas, I'd have been laughing. So don't listen to all the YouTubers. Don't listen to me if you don't want to, but word of advice for someone who learnt the hard way.
It's been a fun trip. We're back at the cars now, taking the mick out of each other. Do I look like I've got a bit of a tan on my face?
Yeah. It's that fake tan you've got this morning.
Just had a nice coffee with his little setup.
Best stove ever.
I thought you said we weren't going to promote stuff.
It's not a kit review, I'm just saying it's great stove.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
If you want to get yourself a good...
No, we don't do that, mate. No. Link in the description. Tell me when you're home safe, yeah?
Sound.
Alright, good biddings, mother humper.
See you later, dude.
Alright, see you later.
Bye.